This is the Learn to Trade online show where experts talk about their trading journeys and help traders make more money unlocking the world of online forex, crypto and industry traders. We tell it like you want to hear it. Unfiltered insights, no corners cut. Hi everyone and welcome to the Learn to Trade online show for today, the 5th of February 2024, as we move into February and into the year for real. My name is Paul Botterill. I'm the founder of Actions to Wealth and Online Trading Profits.
Hi guys, welcome. Simon Williams, crypto trader and investor.
Hi guys, welcome to the first one in February, I believe it is. The first show in February. I'm Ash Ball and I am a professional trader and investor.
Well, guys, welcome to the show. If you want to win this week's jackpot will be 1,500 Singapore dollars. Sam has dipped out last minute in a runoff with Ash. He stole Ash's first trade, and the second trade, the replacement trade, won it. Second week in a row where somebody has stolen our trade, and the replacement trade has snuck around and won it. Look, if you want to win the $1,500, you've got to come on into the Zoom. I'll have James post the link for the Zoom into all the social media. You need to be in the Zoom with us. We push the show back half an hour so more people can get in the Zoom with us. The Zoom's still quite quiet today, so jump into the Zoom and give yourself a chance. Sam's so close to stealing the trade and stealing the half of the bonus. Now we have got to explain it, so you need to be in the Zoom. We'll ask you a question, which is just going to be your name. You give us your name, we'll put it in the wheel of names. And from there, we'll decide who's going to have a chance to either place a trade or steal one of ours. If you place a trade, you can win the whole jackpot, $1,500. And if you steal a trade, you can have half the jackpot or $750. Or if you invest in our trade. Position sizing, if you trade forex, it'll be traded at 0.1, commodities at 0.01, and indices at 1.00. So this week's jackpot will be $1,500. I will have James remove the trades from last week. I guess I should just share them very quickly to show that we didn't make it up. Here is Ash's euro dollar trade. It is 83.72 in profit, and Sam's CAD Swiss trade 47.18 in profit. To be fair, me and Simon didn't feature last week. Rightio, guys. Before we get into our trades, a little bit of market chat this weekend, guys. I'm still in reduced risk and trade occasionally. I'm not looking at this market and thinking to myself, gosh, I want to be in this big risk, big frequency. I'm in this market just thinking, I don't love it at the moment. And really, we've had a big data week, and what hasn't happened is the US dollar hasn't gone anywhere. And because the US dollar hasn't gone anywhere, the only things moving are US stock markets, which are topped out at the moment, hard to buy. Everything else for mine going a bit sideways and quite hard work. What are your thoughts?
Want to go first, Si?
No, go on.
Okay, mate. Well, do you know what? I tend to agree with you. My problem with it is that the background data, not so much the COT data actually, but the background data, the seasonals and the fundamentals all point to dollar, but nothing else. So what you have is effectively 7 currencies and anything else bearish, and then the dollar, which is, hyper bullish, really. Sort of, we saw 10-year yields pop, but as you say, mate, it went nowhere for most of the week. On Friday, bang, the dollar went because of the NFP number. I suppose was a bit of a driver. So we've seen 10-year yields go up, dollar bulls start to come back into play, fundamentals solid from the United States. I don't see any indication that the United States is weakening in comparison to the other currencies and the other countries. And then you got Jerome Powell coming out and saying, hold your horses, guys. We're not going to be lowering interest rates just yet. So what do? You want to buy the dollar. The big problem is the price is just really unattractive. And that's what is making it a challenging market right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're looking to reprice, aren't we? We're looking for a reprice after all this Fed talk about this, rates going up in March, and now they've turned back on that and said, no, that's not happening. So the market needs to reprice for me.
Just no value.
No value.
Well, we'll see if we can find a bit of value for today. We're going to do a trade in a second. I saw Ash Raflati come out today and say that he thinks that they're pricing in 3 rate cuts this year, and it surprised me because it means we will see some rate cuts second quarter, early third quarter. If we're going to see 3 in the year, they can't be going late in the year for that. It's even a bit earlier than I thought we might see, so we'll wait and we'll see. But look, this is trading, right? If you're watching the show and you're a trader and you want to learn, when you're in markets that don't work for you, cut your risk and cut your frequency. When you're in markets that do work for you, get to maximum risk and maximum frequency. That's just common sense, but it is easy to miss when you get a little bit bored. Rightio, guys, we are in. Ash, your trade for today, please.
My trade for today is I'm just going to go back, mate. You know, I liked this trade a couple of weeks ago. Still like it. You know, I've got no kind of reason to doubt this particular move. We talked about the way that the dollar was strengthening. Well, the CAD's another one that's strengthening, and I'm starting to wonder whether this Swissy can hold on with the weakness that's coming over from the Eurozone. You know, close neighbours, both of them. CAD to the dollar and the Swissy to the euro. Still got this inverted head and shoulders forming, so it might take another week before this goes. But I just like the price. I like the way it's bottoming out. There are other things that are attractive when you look at the background data, as I said, but the price is just awful. Then we kind of bring in what else is going on with some of the COT data and the seasonal data. Seasonal data is suggesting some weakness coming in, particularly with the euro and probably also with the Swissy as well. Look at this on the CAD. Still got some buying pressure coming in from the speculators on the CAD. So they're still quite happy to hold their long positions on the net values. And then if we look at the Swissy, the picture is probably quite stable at best. I can't grab this chart. Here we go. We look at the Swissy and what's going on. The Swiss numbers are just floating sideways, you know, so that's suggesting that there might be a little bit of pressure coming in. Big drivers this week: unemployment data from Switzerland. Certainly not awful, but it has been going up. So the unemployment numbers are starting to show a little bit of strain in that economic picture. IV PMIs from Canada on the flip side of that, still above 50. They're not kind of like, you know, hitting the ball out of the park by any stretch, but they're still above 50. So still some expansion in that particular economy. So CAD Swiss long is the case to be made for me this week, mate.
Cheers, Ash. Thank you for that. Like the trade. Simon, what about you? What are you doing this week?
I'm with Ash this week. I'm long the CAD as well. I am going New Zealand CAD short, and the reason for that is 3 or 4-fold. First of all, on this daily chart, we're below all of these moving averages. We've been in a range for a month or just a month, about a month. We broke out on Friday, lovely decisive break below. If we flip to the weekly, this is what I really do like. Oh, please don't start messing me up with technicals again. Let me just re-spin that, reload. Come on, guys. Okay, if we break to the weekly, there we go, come over. We can see, this is what I really like. I love it when we get this big breakdown, this big weekly breakdown, and the next candle, the second week, closes below the low of the breakdown candle, and the third candle also breaks down and closes below the low of the candle before that. What we can see at the minute is a retest of that range on the daily. I'm not going to flick it back to the daily because I don't want to lock this screen up again. If I move you guys over there, spin this down. If we have a quick look at the seasonals, market, there we go. Seasonals, middle, what did I see? I saw the middle of July top, down into October. October, I saw the reverse. If I switch back and I look at the middle of July through to October, there's the reversal back up, just like the seasonals say. We're following the seasonal pattern so far. Looking at this February block, it's a bit messy in here, but you can see from early Feb down to what, a third of the way through, let's call that Feb the 10th. That's another week left. I can see this path of least resistance being filled. I can see us retesting the top of this weekly channel. And for that reason, I am New Zealand CAD short.
Like it, Simon. I never love when people are short the mighty Kiwi, but you know, these things are going to happen, aren't they? Rightio, here's my trade for today. I am going to also go CAD long. I'm going Euro CAD short. And look, the reason for mine is just that I feel that we've got one thing I really like in my shift stats. I like 200 moving average bounces, and this is the 200 exponential moving average. This is the 200 simple moving average. And what I have seen here is good respect for this level through here on multiple times. Now we've got below it, tested it. I don't like when price runs along a level. but this bar's cleared the level, and then we've gone back, and that allows me to take this bar bounce short really, and I will be EuroCAD short. One thing I really like is I've got sitting straight above my position. I've got a 200 extended moving average. I've got a monthly pivot. I've got a 200 simple moving average. And guys, if price gets above that, then get your stop losses in and get out of it because it is wrong. So I will be EuroCAD. I'll be EuroCAD short today. That is my trade. Now, rightio, if you're in the room and you want a chance to win the $1,500, all you need to do now is jump into the chat and put your name in the chat. So if you, the only way to win the $1,500 is to be in the room with us. If you put your name in the chat, then in a few minutes we will do the wheel of names with Kim. I'll be interested to see if Sam's in the room, whether she's going to go again. I can see Gary's going again. Interesting to see who is in the room. I'm honestly amazed that Sam is not in the room. She's been watching that trade all week, but there are some new names in the week in the room. So put your name in the chat. Put your name in the chat, and we will put you in for the draw. Right now, I have got 2 names. 3 names going in. That's all. No one else is putting their names forward. So if you want to win $1,500, you've got to put your name in the chat and to give yourself a chance of it. Ash, let's do the education piece.
Fantastic. Okay, so the education piece this week is actually, we're going to focus again on the CAD here. So we're going to focus on the dollar CAD, and we are going to talk about, I can never find this dollar CAD, there it sits down there. We're going to talk about the falling 3 peaks. And if we look here on this chart, what we can see, this is a reversal pattern that we're after here. What we can see is this peak here, there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Now, with the falling 3 peaks, what we're after is for the price to come back to a level of support, and we can see that that it has happened, sort of like, you know, as it's come up from that point there, it's come back to here, and let's do that. It's come back down to here, come back up, come back down, come back up, and now it's gone through. The idea with this is to measure the distance between the very, very top peak to the support level down here. And that's going to give us a measured move on the break. And traditionally, what traders tend to do, so if we quickly have a look at the measured move on the break, going right from the top, right down to the support line, and then we can see down here that it leads us down to this area down here, which if you were trading this, that would look like a very attractive point to try and take some profit. And traditionally, the stops would go above peak 3. So as this breaks down, probably looking for a retest, and as it comes back, try and enter the trade, stops up there, but the measured move would be where the take profit levels are, and it came down there, burst itself through it, and now it's kind of back in that in and around that area. So that is called the falling 3 peaks, mate.
We are going to do the wheel of names in a second. Before we do the wheel of names, we're going to give people one last chance to put their name into the chat. Had a couple of people join the webinar, so in case they haven't done it, if you put your name in the chat, you will have a chance to win $1,500. You can either steal one of our trades and get half the money, or you can put your own trade up and do all of the money. Going to jump off script here for a second, guy. We're going to do Simon's bet, then we're going to come back and do wheel of names, and then we'll do Ash's bet, and then we will do guest coming in.
I got one in last week. We didn't talk about that, did we? My Tottenham Man City double came in last week, so that's my first winner of 2024. This week I pushed the boat out a little bit because I needed to get the odds up, and I still can't get even money on a 4-ball. I've got Man City to beat Everton, Liverpool to beat Burnley, Leeds to beat Rotherham. How can they not? And Southampton to beat Huddersfield. These are all next Saturday, I believe. So Saturday's a big day. I need 4 winners just to win £85 on £100. Not great odds.
I like what you're doing, Simon. I should have done it this week. I was looking at sports, so I'm going to take something at $1.11 to 1 because I just can't find any value. But I had 4 or 5 bets that were sort of that kind of money, and I like Leeds. I don't know why I like Leeds for this week. They are playing the bottom team in the league.
Yeah.
Gosh, boy, you'll be a foul to win that game. Let me tell you. Rightio.
4 winners is not easy, Si, is it?
No, it's not. They're draw.
Four
They're
Right.
two draws somewhere.
That's the when there's 3 results. I don't like 3 result games very much. Rightio, let's get into this. Kim, let's do the wheel of names and see who's going to have a chance to go against myself, Ash, and Simon, and see if they can win either $1,500 or steal a trade and take 50 and get half at $750. Thanks, Kim. Welcome on board. Let's have a look. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Oh, I'm mute. Hi, everyone. Here's
Hi,
your wheel
Kim.
of names.
Wheel of names. Here we go. Not many wheels of names. Guys, do you understand all you've got to do is put your name in the chat and you could win
Yes.
$1,500. That's all you've got to do. Just put your name in the chat.
Well,
For
$750
$1,500.
putting your name into the seal chat. Kim, we can't see. Are you sharing screen? We can't see the wheel of names at this stage. Here we go. Here's the wheel of names. Click in the middle. There we go.
Ramus.
And today's winner is Ramus. Ramus, it is congratulations. The team will get hold of you, and we will come back and we will do your trade in a few minutes. Before we do that, we're going to do Ash's sports bet.
Okay, my sports bet this week. Actually, my sports bet this week is the same as my sports bet last week because I didn't play. I forgot that they have a break between the Super Bowl and the championship game. So I'm still there, mate. Still going for the Chiefs to beat the Niners in the Super Bowl. The fact that the Chiefs beat the Ravens and they beat the Bills. The Bills were my tip to win it this year. But they beat the Ravens and the Bills. I just think Patrick Mahomes is just on fire, and him and Kelsey have found form just at the right time. The Niners are a good team, no question, and that they're going to give them a really good game. I think it could be a tight Super Bowl, but you can't discount the Chiefs. You can't go against them. So Chiefs to beat the Niners, mate.
Ash,
Yes, mate.
Will you stay up all night and watch that?
Undoubtedly, without question. I am watching that. And I'll probably speak to Jeff. Jeff normally contacts me on Skype, and we normally sort of, watch it together in some respects. So yeah, I'm going to encourage him to do it again.
Wicked. Fair play.
Ash, did you think about Mahomes for MVP? I mean, if the Chiefs win, Mahomes is going to win MVP. It's paying more money.
Oh, I like that, mate. I didn't even know. I didn't think about that. That's yeah. I like that a lot. Yeah, he's got to be MVP.
Look, we don't have Ramus on. Ramus has got to come on camera and voice to talk about trades with us, and he hasn't done it yet. So we will hold on. It'd be disappointing if we had $1,500. I tell you, we might spin the wheel of names again. Let Simon go if he doesn't come on. You got to come on the phone and the video and say, "Hey, I want to steal Ash's trade," which is what everyone does. We've got to come on and tell us what you want to trade. We're waiting for you, Ramus. Otherwise, we may spin it again. I will do my sports bet while we are waiting for that. And honestly, I'm the same as Simon. I won about an hour ago when India beat England in Test 2. Really, I knew I had that in the bag from the minute they ran out their captain. Oh my gosh, that was some poor cricket, really. He's a player who could have won it for them. You never think you've won until Ben Stokes is out. You just never really know. So my bet one, I think I paid about 40 cents return. And look, I'm normally the guy that comes in with the longer odds, but I'm going to go for New Zealand to win the cricket test versus South Africa. Now, look, I find this to be a ridiculous bet. Yeah. South Africa, with 10 guys who played 30 tests between them, 6 guys on their bill or something, they're 80 for 4, chasing 511. We're 2 days in. So to save this test match, they've got to bat for 3 sunny days. Or somehow they've got to manufacture 700 runs. They're going to follow on. They're going to lose. It'll be over by lunchtime on day 4. One would have thought. Now, and they're fighting hard. Don't get me wrong. They're not laying down and dying, but they're not, they're not going to get out of this. They're 80 for 4, chasing 511. So 312 to avoid following on for them. Hard to do that from 80 to 4. Admittedly, against a very, very limited New Zealand bowling attack. So I'll jump that in from a normal. Now it's very low reward to risk. I thought about putting my stake up, but I've been doing $50 every week. Been working just fine. So I'm going to place that now. And honestly, if I was a gambling man, I'd be into this for 10 grand. I'm not a gambling man, But if I was a gambling man, I'd be in this for 10 grand. I just don't see how. I've had a look at the weather forecast. I just don't see how New Zealand don't win this test match. We would have to see a world record partnership out of South Africa somewhere. They'd have to have some partnership come out and score 300. And the New Zealand bowling attack is limited, but it's not that limited. Now I've got a message in the chat. What do we got? Ramus, you on?
He can speak, I think. He might be able to talk, but not be on camera.
Ramus, can we hear you?
Here we go. Hi, Ramus.
Ramus? Can I hear myself? Ramus, are you there? Ramus, for us to be able to help you to win the prize, we've got to be able to hear you. So you've got to come on the show, and we've got to be able to hear. If you want to win the thing, you've got to tell us what you want to do. You can just say Ash, Paul, or Simon and steal our trade, or you can tell us what your trade's going to be.
So he's declined a panelist promotion.
He's still available here with his microphone on. All he's got to do is talk to us. Ramus, come on, buddy. We want to give you some money here. We want to give you some money here. If you don't, I'm going to spin it again. Give someone else a chance to win this. Ramus? Okay, guys. Ash, Simon, what are we going to do?
We gotta spin it again. Spin it, respin.
Kim, can we have the wheel of names without Ramus, please? Hope the others are still in the room. We're going to do this once more. If there's no one, then we're going to just jackpot it. Kim, wheel of names, no Ramus this time. Look,
All right.
where is Sam? I can't believe Sam isn't back. She told me she's going to give someone else a chance to win it this week. I think she's still heartbroken. Heartbroken.
So close.
It was a good chance. The last 2 weeks they've been close. Rightio, let's see who's going to win it.
Ooh.
Rightio. Chin
Chin
Che, we're going to put you onto the we're going to invite you to come on as a panelist and give us a trade. You need to come on and talk to us if you want to win the money. $750 if you say one of our name and steal our trade, and $1,500 if you have your own trade you want to put on for this. So the team are just reaching out to him. What have we done? Guys, if you're with Actions to Wealth and you're watching this, Actions to Wealth updates tomorrow. Big news. We're announcing our VIP guests from the US to come to the trading retreat and more. There's some surprise announcements coming into that as well. So if you're with Actions to Wealth, do jump on. I can see Tim Charles come into the chat. I'll have James unmute him, turn his camera on. So I'm not sure if it's him or her. But can we get you to unscreen? Thank you. Unshare. Thanks, Kim.
Hey, there she is.
Hey, Chin, how you doing?
Hi, good.
Hi.
Okay.
So do you understand the rules? You can steal one of our trades, and if you win, you get half of the money. Or you can pick your own trade, and if you win, you get all of the money. The jackpot this week is 1,500 Sing dollars. What would you like to do?
I don't know. This is my first time. What do you advise?
I'll tell you what to do, Chin. Steal Ash's trade.
Don't do that.
You can choose, Jim. Say Ash, Paul, or Simon, whichever one it is. You're going to steal our trade, and we'll do another trade. So you choose which one you steal. Steal one of our trades.
I choose Ash. Ash.
Do you know the only reason they're saying that, Chin, is that they know it makes more work for me because now I've got to pick something else. Okay. Well done, Chin. I haven't got a bag of either. Actually, okay, I'm gonna have to go for a curveball.
You're going to take a punt on gold?
Oh, I could take a punt on gold. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's take a punt on gold, mate. Yeah, I'll tell you what I was going to go. I was going to go the Nikkei 225 long because I think the yen is very, very weak, and the Nikkei 225 could go a bit higher. But gold price is a lot more attractive, so let's do that. I'm going to go gold short.
There we go. Gold short. So Ash is gold short. Chin Chow, you need to come back on the show next week, same time. If you've got Ash's trade and you're here next week and it wins, you will win $750 750 Singapore dollars. Just quickly before we go, Chin, what would you do with 750 Singapore dollars?
I'll add it into my trading accounts.
Oh, nice answer.
Very cool. Very
Good
cool.
Nice answer. Come on,
There's a great
Chin.
answer. James, can you pop into the chat for us, please, the account number and the admin password so they can watch this trade. So Chin can watch this trade if she wants to. Chin, are you in Actions to Wealth Club? Have you come from somewhere else? Chin?
No idea.
Not from us. So James has just put into the chat the password and the account number for this account. It's a JDR account. It means that you can watch it during the week. And if Ash's trade wins, that means that you are CAD Swiss long. That will take some beating, CAD Swiss long. I'm going to wind her up and thank you to the team for a little bit of flexibility today. We're still getting out in under 30 minutes time. We didn't quite do our 20 minutes, but we're pretty quick today. Thanks, Chin Chia, for coming in and offering us to get involved. We really appreciate your participation. To Ash and Simon, thanks a lot for sharing your knowledge. As always, great to have experts on board. And to you guys at home, remember, pick your markets. If markets are good and you like them and they're doing what you want them to do, then you're looking for full risk and you're looking for full involvement. And if you're looking at markets and they're not quite what you want, cut your risk back, cut your involvement back, and wait until they are what you want. Simon, it's been over a year for you, isn't it, waiting for a crypto bull market?
2 years.
2 years, waiting, right? You don't waste your capital, right? Because you're going to need your capital, right?
Going to need it in April.
I like it. Hopefully you're going to need it around mid-March, to be honest. That'd be even better. Cheers, everyone. Have a wonderful week of trading. Take care. Look after your capital. We'll see you guys next week, same time. 6:30 for Learn to Trade Online. Jump in the room. Come into this Zoom. Give yourself a chance to win the money. See you next week. Bye all.
Bye, guys.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Learn to Trade Online show. Keep your charts up and your trade savvy. For more insights, subscribe and catch us next time. See you in the next episode. Stay calm and make good decisions. The Learn to Trade Online show is presented for informational and entertainment purposes only. The information presented should not be construed as investment advice. Always consult a licensed professional before making investment decisions. The views and opinions expressed on the Learn to Trade Online show are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of the show's hosts, guests and sponsors. The Learn to Trade Online show, its producers, sponsors and the hosts, Paul Botterill, Simon Williams and Ash Bill, shall not be liable for losses resulting from investment decisions based on information or viewpoints presented on the Learn to Trade Online show.